Oh, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Fuck You Podcast, where we having potential healthy and unhealthy conversations. Yeah, it's nice as hell outside today. It's gonna be like I think we're looking at like 83 today. It's some of my favorite candy, Jolly Ranchers. So yeah, I had to clean my house up. Yeah, when I tell y'all, I really got to put some stuff back in order. I really got to get myself back on track because I've been like really chilling. And when I say chilling, I'm talking about chilling like spending money freely, silly ways of spending money. Um, off my schedule with washing, cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? It's doing things I need to do for me. And that gotta excuse me because I be wanting to eat my candy too. Doing things that I need to do for me, taking care of myself like the way I know I need to take care of myself. And ding, 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 something popped in my head. Nobody's gonna do it for you but you. Nobody's gonna do it for you but you. And that just rang for me because a lot of times I find myself not necessarily complaining about what I have to go through and what I gotta do, but just talking about it, right? But knowing it gotta get done. And sometimes you are looking for somebody to save you in certain situations that they cannot save you. They just can't. Nobody's gonna save you but you. And today, I mean, it's not like I haven't never realized that. I've always realized that nobody gonna save me but me. But sometimes it really hit home when you find yourself like, say for instance, your room messy. You haven't cleaned up your bathroom. You just haven't been on your stuff, right? But you trying to hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, date, and you don't have things in order. When you don't have things in order, it's hard for you to kind of grasp life and be patient in it and move the way you need to move because your life is not in order. I I I move too fast. It feels like I don't have enough time in a day, and I really do. I'm just not allotting the time the way I need to. And if y'all out here trying to have relationships, trying to have healthy friendships and healthy boundaries and things of that nature, you gotta start taking care of yourself first. It starts within first. It starts like taking care of yourself first and putting yourself first and taking care of those things, those little minute things. I know there's to other people it's probably like not big things, because when people be like, "Oh, how you supposed to love on yourself or whatever," loving yourself for me, because I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you supposed to be getting your hair and nails done." That's not loving yourself to me. That's like really making time for self, like really making time for self. And I mean, like, um, finding out what it is that keeps you grounded. You know what I'm saying? That keeps you in that calm space. That keeps you like motivated to, you know, keep something going. Y'all well, let me say like 2 years ago, I was in this grounded space for like 2 years. I was in this grounded space. And when I tell you, it felt so good to be patient. It felt so good to be not rushed. It felt so good to be grounded. It felt so good to be just mentally um not stressed out. I find myself so stressed out now with with bills. I find myself stressed out with people. I find myself stressing out over relationships and not being patient in those things because I'm looking for someone to come and save me. Don't get me wrong, these got doggone bills, they can get very overwhelming. You know what I mean? When you're doing it by yourself, everything can get very overwhelming, and you can you be in your head like, I just need some help. I just need some help. So when you start dating, you dang near anybody that come along that you think got a little coin or got something. You know what I'm saying? You a dang near challenge yourself or like just to stay in a space, just to be like, I'm gonna be nice to this nigga just so he can, you know what I'm saying? He a pretty decent good dude, and you'll start like putting yourself in a bad situation, like mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because you tired, and a lot of it, I'm living above my means. Well, I'm living above my means now, I didn't always live above my means, but right now I feel like I'm living right above my means. I had to give me a second job, and sometimes we don't want to admit that. But baby, I ain't trying to hold on to nobody. I want somebody to try to hold on to me. But before I can do that, I got to get right with me because I'm learning. I do stuff out of desperation when I feel like my shit ain't together. Like you grasping for straws. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. It just don't feel good to me. And it make me feel like you let a motherfucker see you sweat. You know what I'm saying? You let a motherfucker see you weak, you at a vulnerable moment. And that ain't none of their business to how vulnerable you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they can't know, but they ain't even in that space to even know you like that. To even know how vulnerable you can be. And it pushes people away because they look at you like something wrong with you. And really ain't nothing wrong with you. You in survival mode. You know, you in survival mode of, man, I just want to share this shit with somebody so I can share some of these responsibilities. But we also have to understand that peace comes with a price. And peace is expensive. And don't break your peace if you can't afford it. If you can't, don't. I can afford peace, but sometimes it's overly expensive for me. And it makes me not be able to sit down and really have gratitude over the stuff that I have, over where I'm at in my life. Like really, my life is not all it's not bad. My life ain't bad. I think in our minds we make it more than what it is because we looking at everything like we want so much and we want it now. We want so much and we want it now. And I ain't gonna lie, I just when I look around, I'm like, I want this, I want that. You know what I'm saying? I should have this, I should have that. I look at my channel. And when I'm looking at other people's channel, I'm like, why my channel ain't growing? Why this and that? Why this ain't happening? You know what I'm saying? Why it ain't happening for me? So I can get some financial freedom and you know what I'm saying? I could be doing what I want to do too and living my dreams and this and that and that because I'm watching everybody else, but it takes time, but that it comes with growth. And I'm not saying that it's never gonna come, but I'm not gonna act like I don't want it to come tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I don't want it to come tomorrow. And that's just me being human. You know what I'm saying? That's just me living in this space of sometimes we want what we want when we want it. And we be asking God, I want it now. And a lot of times he be looking at us like, look, you're not even where you need to be mentally, you know what I'm saying? Where you need to be right now. You're not even patient with your own self. How you gonna be patient with a channel? You know what I'm saying? Start getting consistent with self so that I can start making your channel be more consistent in other things. So also being an artist, because I'm an artist too. I work, I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I do this. And sometimes being an artist can be draining at the same time because you want your artistry to be seen, you want it to be known, you want it to be, out there for the public to see. But I'm starting to learn that a lot of what I do when I do my poetry, when I do my spoken word, when I rap and stuff like that, that shit is really just for me. Cause it's a relief on some of the stuff that I be thinking in my head. Like it just let me release that shit. Even at the moments where I be like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to release this and have these thoughts. But I don't care. Like I'm supposed to have these thoughts. Cause if I don't think, then how would I know not what to do? We ain't always having the most positive thoughts about ourselves. I know they say, oh, you should have positive affirmations. Or we all have positive affirmations. We all think the right things, but at the same time, we still think negatively too. Okay. I hate when people make it seem like, oh, I just always be thinking. Listen, I try to always live in a positive space, but at the end of the day, don't think that I don't be over here like, girl, you could have. You be like, you feel like sometimes you ain't enough for certain things. You know what I'm saying? You ain't enough for certain people. You ain't enough. Like in this life, you just ain't enough. It's not a bad thing. It's just a human thing. It's not a bad thing. And I think that some people try to make that seem like it's a bad thing just because you looking at them like, I'm not enough. That's a human fucking thought to have. But it's human also to change that narrative and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it anyway. I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. I don't care how nobody feel about it, whatever, whatever. And it shows stamina and it shows you that you are enough and that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when things and we can't look to things like, oh, it's not improving the way I want it to improve, or it's not doing what I want it to do. So maybe I'm not. I don't. It's you still know. It's still that. You still that big baby. You still that. Um. But anyway, ain't nobody gonna save you. That's kind of what I wanted to come over here and say. Like, nobody gonna save you but you. And peace is expensive. Take care of you so that you can have peace. Now, peace ain't peace ain't, oh, I gotta be humble, I gotta be quiet, I can't be talking, I gotta be silent. That's not peace. Peace is understanding who you are. Peace is not coming with drama. It comes with explanation. It comes with solutions. Peace still come with problems. Okay? Peace still have problems. It's still problems in peace. What are your solutions? How are you handling situations? Peace is expensive because it allows you to grow and it allows you to think. And you got to think outside the box. And it allows you also to not to bring harmony into other people's life and understand how life is going, and you're not taking it and just stressing out to the point where you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't think. You know how to digest something and think about it and not just be impulsive. Sometimes when we're not at peace, as I'm not at peace right now. I have been making some very impulsive decisions, and I'm not even that type of girl. I don't even make impulsive decisions, but like I said, grasping hold to straws and trying to being in survival mode when it comes to certain things mentally in your head that are riling up. You start being in survival mode. You know what I mean? You're not even sure if the situation that you fucking with is the situation that you need to be in, but you grasping for these straws. But that's just what that is. I'm patient in who I am. I know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? I know what type of woman I am. I know what I give off. I know my aura. I know my personality. I know my characteristics. I know what the fuck I can do. You understand? But also, like, taking care of you is not being lazy about it. Not being the fuck lazy, because we can be lazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lazy about taking care of you. Don't be lazy about what the fuck you can do for self. Don't be, because nobody gonna save you. So you can't be lazy. Now you can put shit in place to where um and mine's always come in a financial state. And when my financials are kind of fucking with me, it starts to trickle down into all my other shit. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, I don't give a damn what nobody's talking about. My money is my peace. Now y'all can talk about money all the time. All money ain't everything. It's not everything. I don't place it as everything, but my money is my peace, because nobody want to have to be worried about how I'm gonna pay robbing Peter to pay Paul. Nobody want to be waiting on to pay the bill, or you know what I'm saying, this and that, or worrying about how you gonna get the extra money to do this and how you gonna get the extra money to do that. And then you got kids to take care of too. You got to put food in the house. You got to do, it's a lot of things that come along with that. So I don't give a damn what nobody's talking about. My money is my peace. Okay? Because when things are falling into place, guess what? I get to relax in who the fuck I am. I don't have to be tight. I don't have to work 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking jobs. I don't always have to be like, oh my God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I don't have to be on the go. You know what I'm saying? I like to be chill. I like to be able to sit in my motherfucking bed lay the fuck down, watch my motherfucking little YouTube and everything else, watch my little funny videos, talk my little shit or whatever. And then I like to move the fuck around. But I like to do that in relaxation. That is my peace. That I know it's food in my motherfucking house. My bills are paid. My credit cards are paid. My credit is up. My car note is paid. You know what I'm saying? I live in that type of peace. I don't know what about nobody else, and I don't know what nobody else feel like their peace is. I know people like, oh, my peace is not being around people. Listen, I can govern people. I don't give a fuck. I can govern you accordingly. But this money, when we work in these jobs and we only get so much of the money, and you have to stretch the money how you gotta stretch it, baby. That's sometimes that's not peace because your bills can't supersede what the fuck you're bringing in. That's just what it is. Your bills can supersede what's going on. So guess what? Financially, you stressed out, which trickles down into mentally you get stressed out. Physically, you get stressed out. Emotionally, you get stressed out. Now you just all over the place impulsively. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to tell nobody that you can't be saved by nobody, but ain't nobody gonna save you but you. Try to take your time, pace yourself to do whatever it is that you need to do for you so that you can get in a space of serenity. Um, right now I ain't able to save no money and it's really pissing me off. I'm not able to save no money, but I'm about to put me a budget together and I'm about to do my thing and get this shit all riled up. I ain't trying to go out of town. I'm I wanted to go out of town, but I'm probably not gonna be able to do that just because I gotta go and I gotta stick to my guns, my GUNs. I gotta stick to it. Because it's some shit out here that I desire. And I know it's just gonna take some time to get there, but I gotta be patient when I'm impatient. When I'm impatient because I believe I deserve it. So that's why I'm impatient. But that's all I wanted to come and talk to y'all about. I ain't got much. Um, just know nobody's gonna save you. So you got to save yourself. Do it for yourself if you can't do it for nobody else. And like I said, my finances being in order that's my peace. Because when my finances are in order, I can bring anybody else peace. It's just what it is. If they not in order, get the fuck on. Pretty much.